Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the inside of another brilliant Alpina D3 touring. But more importantly, welcome to the guests that are in the car.
Yeah, I don't know if that is more important than this wicked car. It's
well, yeah, I suppose, yeah. You probably got a good point there.
It is pretty special, this thing.
It is. This is David and Andrew, and they run a really good channel called Zeroto60tube. I'm going to put a link to it below this in the description. That's their Instagram as well. We followed each other for a while, actually.
We have.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've been following you for about 16 years. I mean,
that's slightly weird.
I think we first came across you with your brilliant M2 series of videos, which were just awesome.
I mean, these guys are true professionals. Watching them, they've just done a piece on this car, which again I'll put a link below because you will definitely get it finished before I get this video finished. True professionals, and yeah, it's really weird because it's like a modern day, what they call pen pals.
Yeah.
That I guess my parents used to talk about. Obviously, a lot of you guys that are watching this are in a sort of a younger, and you're just used to mobile phones and the internet and all the rest of it. But yeah, we've met just on the internet.
Through YouTube.
Through YouTube, not through Tinder or Grindr or anything like that.
Well, there was that one time.
Oh, well, yeah. Apart from the time at Bandcamp, yeah.
The great thing about it is because, like with your videos, we sort of, even living in Australia, we had a sense of sort of what you're like, and obviously your interests and how you behave behind the wheel and with cars, and what you love, and we already felt like we sort of, I mean, still don't know.
We knew we were going to get in common, like we're both complete dickheads.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But much bigger than anticipated, actually.
Yeah.
Like even before we actually met last night, it was a bit like, tonight's going to be good, but hopefully everyone gets along and it's all good.
Exactly.
Within 5 minutes, we were all in tears.
Yes, absolutely. A good tears. Yeah. Hence that we're back together again today.
It was a good one.
But yeah, no, it's so true. It's honestly, all I can refer it to, and I know this sounds really weird, but it's like a first date in a way, in the sense that, oh, well, they seem nice, whatever, I fancy them. No, we get on, and like we share so many interests. We can all drive reasonably well. You guys are very good behind the wheel, and we share the same passion, and it's just brought, like, it literally has, even though you're both British originally, and in fact Mum's Australian, so again we kind of share that, but yeah, it's brought you guys from the other side of the world.
Not his mum, just the nationality thing.
Just some of this might be going right over your head, but I'm sure you're smart enough that it won't be. But yeah, so it's been really good, and yeah, we went to the 8 Series launch, or preview, not launch because it's still a prototype, last night, which was great, and baby gorilla Aaron came with us, and we all just, I mean, he had us in stitches, and we were just like, you guys are like, you've got to do a channel, like, even if it's not about cars, just do something.
The way he tells a story, like any story,
anything,
it's just so captivating, and he reenacts it like a Hollywood actor.
Yeah, and he really gets the sweat on when he's telling his, like, he could literally talk about paint drying, and you'd be like, what, really?
What happened next? It was the whole night just went. You couldn't have planned it that well.
No. It was brilliant. And then and then today we've been out. Just want to quickly thank Alpina GB. You always give me cars, as most of my followers know, and this D3 was very short notice. Unfortunately, we tried to get these two on the insurance, but because of the way you're on Australian licenses and whatever else, we just couldn't make it happen. But I've taken them out for a bit of a rally drive today, and we've had fun in the car regardless. And I think you got a bit of a feel of what it feels like without being behind the wheel.
Yeah, it's been very impressive. Thank you, Alpina.
Yeah, I would like to. Well, thank you, Joe and Alpina, for letting him take us for a ride and do an episode on it as well. This thing is, I think it's blown our socks off, hasn't it?
Yeah. I never thought a diesel would be touching on the doors of an E60 M5. We'll actually beat one of the E60 M5s, which is gnarly.
It's crazy, and literally everything about this car, it's like it's on these wicked 20-inch wheels, which are big for a 3 Series. Yeah. But it's so comfortable, and you mentioned rally driving before. It was the way it goes around a corner, but it's so comfortable when you're not hooning as well. It's phenomenal.
It is. It's a car with a big depth of personality and abilities, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, it ticks a lot of boxes.
Yeah, it ticks a lot of boxes. Whilst we're talking about cars, I mean, let's talk more about you guys, what you run, sort of your history or whatever. Like, yeah, I don't know. You guys tell my followers more about you guys. And
so I know it's a bit of a cliche, but we're definitely car heads through and through. In fact, you probably big part of it was living near Silverstone in our younger days. Sort of, we moved to Australia 15, 20 years ago, but before that we were all Silverstone and up there all the time. Eat, sleep and breathe anything that burns petrol. We've currently got an E60 M5 and a Evo 6. There are toys at the moment, and we use them properly.
Yeah, got a VY Commodore run around as well, which is just the daily. And on the topic of petrol burning things, we've also got a few bikes as well. So yeah, we literally do. It annoys a few people how much not interested we are in sports like football and that sort of thing. But anything with a motor that you can race and work on and get involved with we love it.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I think a lot of proper car guys aren't into football and things like that.
That's
like
crap.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, like, my brother, for instance, he lives in Oz now, and he's never been interested in cars and is the biggest football head. Like, I mean, he's like a proper football fan. Even living in Oz, he stays up at night watching the big games that are on over here.
Yep.
And I'm the total opposite. I'm not interested in football at all. I think it's hilarious that these grown men run around chasing this balloon
and touching each other,
and they can't even get it in a net the size of a fucking whatever it is, you know. Like, but anyway, I'm sure there's a lot of football people on here, so I don't want to upset you all. But that's just
sorry, guys.
Too late. Shit, they've all turned off. Bugger. But yeah, I mean, yeah, long story short, we've had a great time. We're heading off to Isha, the Daytona in Isha, or Sandown Park, my favourite go-karting spot. We're meeting up with a few other people there, hopefully people like, well, Sideways Sid's booked in. I think Baron Van Grumble's going to be there. Yes, super fanboys in the back of the car, or in the car. So yeah, it should be good. Nice little sprint session there, and then go out for some food and beers afterwards.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit nervous about these karts, if I'm honest. Like, if you've been watching Joe's channel for a little while, you probably remember the last time he went to one of these events. And it was pretty serious, and they're serious karts. There's nothing like that in Australia. Not that you can rent.
Yes.
Go and buy
of
it
course.
and race.
Yeah.
But all the rental karts are like 6 horsepower, 4-stroke.
Yeah.
Water pumping.
Yeah, and they're all so inconsistent. One works, the other one doesn't.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like you're getting a bad one. You just
Yeah, and yeah, I remember last year when you did it. It was serious. So it's gonna be interesting.
You're looking forward to it. You're not so much.
Too old to go karting.
Oh, wait, 1 second. How old are you?
26.
Oh, yeah.
Any girls are asking?
26 in the shade.
Yeah.
It is pretty shady, actually.
Wow. Yeah. You both are. You're Australians. But yeah, so it should be a good laugh. And yeah, no, it's great.
Are you going to do a video about the karting?
I think I'll put some clips in. The problem with the karting is, I've done a few videos on them over the years.
And you just beat everyone.
Well, yeah, it just gets very boring. It's like, just fast forward to the end. Joe's top of the podium again. No, I don't think that'll be the case today, because there's 10 randoms that are in the race. It's a full field. Oh, 488. Oh, Spider. Lovely.
Listen to her.
What was that fell down? They gave it nothing, did he? But then a 488. So, quick thing. I've just come back from Le Mans, 24-hour race. And the highlight of Le Mans and all the enduro races, I find, he was hooking around there. It's a weapon, isn't it? Is the GT cars for me. The LMP ones and stuff, yes, they're incredible bits of kit, but they don't make any sound now. A bit like F1 cars, they're becoming so electronic and sophisticated and whatever, computerized, that they're just like the Toyota was literally like listening to a computer game going around the circuit. But then the GT cars, that category, you still get the big V8s and the Porsche, the RSR Porsche, that flat 6, oh my god. But the 488, it was really disappointing, because the 458s, obviously they used to scream, but the 488 was really silent, like almost deadly silent, compared to the Corvettes as well, and the Astons. And so yeah, a bit disappointing, because that's kind of, you know, what you go to listen to.
Even though they are insanely fast, it's almost a shame that they're losing a bit of the character. Like, I think so much can be said for, well, even before you mentioned when you mentioned we used to live near Silverstone, like a lot of memories from childhood is
hearing the
Yeah, leaving Brackley, driving towards Silverstone.
Yeah.
And kilometres before you get there, you can hear him around the track, and you start getting excited.
Yeah, you get wafts of the sound. Ooh.
Yeah, and now watching LMP1 cars, they're as fast as anything, but it's single line and just.
Exactly. Yeah. No. It's Let's hope. And talking of that, I mean, that's the one downfall with the D3. If you're a proper petrol head, there is very little sound in here. But then that also does play into favour in the fact that I guess if you're the C63, love it, amazing car, but you can never really turn it off. It's always like, and it's like, that's great, but sometimes you just want to, even in my M135, sometimes on the motorway, even in comfort, valves closed, you just want to quieten things down. And I know that's me sounding like an old man, but then I think someone that buys one of these is not going to be a 20-year-old. It's probably going to be someone
a bit more
our
mature.
age, very. That's right, mature. That's
That's us.
That's us. The mature massive coming at ya.
It has been so much fun.
Yeah.
I've actually watched quite a few of your chat videos, Joe, and I do really like them.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
What was your first car?
My first car was a Mark IV Golf GTI.
And how long until you wrote it off?
You know what? I've never had an accident in a car. Touch
wood. Oh, where's any?
Touch wood. So yeah, no, I didn't know that car. In fact, funny story with that car. So I must have sold that for 12 years ago, something like that, a long time ago, 13, 14 years ago maybe.
Yep.
But the guy that bought it off me watches my channel.
Oh, no way.
And he actually contacted me, emailed me about 6 months ago saying, hey Joe, very random, I've still got your Golf, it sits on his farm, still runs, no issues with it, and he's like, if you want to ever come and do a video, which would be really cool, I think, like doing a video on my first car. And it's good to hear those Mark IVs, okay, they're big, heavy, they're not fast. GTI, it was
still a GTI.
Yes, but you say that, it was a 2-litre 4-pot 115 brake out of the factory. Yeah,
I didn't know they were that slow.
So they labelled it. That's what almost ruined the GTI brand. It was a great car, solid, handled reasonably well, but it was very heavy and with that kind of performance. And then they brought out the 1.8 turbo, which was a completely different animal. Well, not animal, makes it sound fast, but it was a different car. But here we are, we're turning up. So the go-kart track is actually inside of Sandown Race Park, which is quite a big horse racing circuit. And so we've got Golf here and then Daytona. Should be fun. Can't wait to kick your ass.
Say kick or lick?
Oh shit, did that come out? Freudian slip. Yeah, so here we are. Oh, what is that, GTS?
It is.
It's
nice.
Yeah, that's nice. I do like
Very
GTS.
nice.
Cool, so I guess we'll end it here. Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
No,
really appreciate it.
Don't be silly. And honestly, I don't say this lots on my channel, but I really, really like these guys, what they do. I love and watching their professionalism today has made me realise, you know, when you see their stuff, you see how top quality it is and how good it is, but also what car heads, like we said yesterday, last time, we could have stayed up till 3, 4 in the morning talking shit about cars. So they're proper petrol heads. They're none of this sort of, you know, YouTube fakeness that you tend to get these days. So so if you like cars and you can just about stand listening to Australian accents, go over and check their channel out. I'll put everything below.
With that said, he's bigging us up way too much. We're still learning.
Well, we're all learning. Everyone. I mean, Tim. You know, even people like Shmee, and you know, I see he's constantly evolving and changing. You know, no one knows that there's no right or wrong way of doing it. Thankfully, otherwise I definitely wouldn't be in the game. But really cool. Really cool to see you. Well, obviously, but really cool to see you guys and meet you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no worries. Lovely to meet you, and good luck with the mod ball.
Thank you very much.
And we'll definitely be doing more when you get back. Yeah, watch this space. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.